Hello students, today I am going to explain a topic India and its different sectors. As you know that India is a developing country and it is the largest country in the world. So, I'll discuss Indian economy and different sectors of Indian economy. I think all of you will enjoy this topic. Let us start the topic, the different sectors of an economy. First, India is one of the largest, if not the largest economy in the world. It is predicted to be the second largest economy in the world by 2050. So, what contributes to the Indian economy? To answer this, we need to divide India's economy into three parts and study the sectors of Indian economy in detail. We will also discuss the problems faced by each sector and solution to these sectors respectively. Now, what is Indian economy? All of you know that economy is a system in which we learn how to earn money. Come to the Indian economy. There are three sectors in the Indian economy. They are the primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. In terms of operations, the Indian economy is divided into organized and unorganized. While the ownership, it is divided into the public sector and the private sector. But today, we are only going to talk about the sectors of Indian economy and what consists of these sectors. Now, come to the primary sector. The primary sector in India is the sector which is largely dependent on the availability of natural resources in order to manufacture of goods and also to execute various processes. The services in this sector are entirely dependent on the availability of the natural resources in order to keep day-to-day operations running. As we have the clear idea of this sector, there is the best example to discuss in this sector is the agriculture sector. The other examples of this sector include fishing and forest, but agriculture accounts for the largest in this sector. One of the major problems that this sector faces in the unemployment and discussed employment. Underemployment accounts for the workers not working to the best of their capabilities, while the latter accounts for the workers not working to their true potential. The agriculture sector is going also known as land related sector. As we know that the primary sector, there are many features. This sector includes land based of the primary resource based activities. Activities in this sector often lead to the quantitative change in the commodities. These activities involve the extraction and collection of raw materials from the earth, and so many activities which is land related is known as agriculture sector. And now come to the secondary sector. The economy in the sector is dependent on the natural ingredients which are used to create the services and products offered and which is at the end are used for consumption. In terms of value added to the products and services, this sector is the best sector. The major example that fall under this category are transportation and manufacturing. The secondary sector is related with the industrial sector. Here, the goods are converted from intermediate to final goods, and it is done under the production unit. That means secondary sector is related to the industrial or manufacturing sector. Both this sectors end product is the consumption by the people. This sector is responsible for the employment of almost 14% of the entire workforce currently working in India. The secondary sector also contributes to almost 28% of the share of GDP. This sector is the backbone of Indian economy, and there are more development and growth in the near future. Dear students, I am giving some examples of the secondary sector. As we know that the secondary sector produce goods in economy. Goods means the goods are those things which we can see, which can measure, which can evaluate it. So secondary sector is the most important sector in an economy. Now come to the tertiary sector. This sector contributes the largest in terms of share in GDP in India. The sector is also known as the service sector, and it is important when we consider the development of the other two sectors. Like the previous sectors, this sector also adds the value to the products. This sector is responsible for employing 23% of workforce out of the total workforce currently working in India. I am giving here some example of tertiary sector, which is known as service sector. The example of this sector is all service sectors which IT services, consulting, etc. This sector contributes to almost 59% of the total share of GDP. The main problem that this sector is that the jobs which involve lower salaries do not attract much employment, and this remains the future dilemma as India is looking for double-digit growth in the near future. So, I have explained the topic very clearly. Now, students, if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.